The latest Brilliant Idiots episode dropped about 2 days ago, and I'll be real, watching this makes me miss the old days, bro. Like, nowadays, the podcast is washed, and it's primarily because of Charlamagne the God. Now, Charlamagne the God started off this podcast, D-Rod and Andrew Schulz per usual. He does this every podcast, bro. Like, Andrew Schulz have been selling out Madison Square Garden, have been selling out these big arenas now for years. But Charlamagne the God somehow finds a way to remind us almost every episode.
Oh, you did the forum this weekend.
Forum was crazy.
How did it feel?
Crazy, amazing. Thank you so much, everybody that came out. That was awesome.
How did it feel?
This episode, it was much of the same. But this time around, like, he decided to pick a lackluster Andrew Schulz joke and hype it up.
Hezekiah Walker.
Yo.
The Dream Killer. The Dream Killer. You are the Dream Killer, yo. Why do you want to kill the Dream Chaser's dream, yo? I have never seen anybody be on Meek like this since Aubrey Graham, yo.
Andrew Schulz had a big comedy show in LA and took some clips from his show and posted it on his Instagram. Charlamagne the God seen one of the clips on Instagram and decided he was going to tell us about it during the podcast. Now, mind you, these two talk off the podcast all the time. He could have simply told Andrew Schulz how fire the joke was, but he decided he was going to gas it up and let us know that this joke was the most flagrant, disrespectful, like anti-cancel culture joke ever, and we had to hear it. If you want to hype up your friend, cool, but where I draw the line is when you start lying to me as the consumer who's putting money in your pocket. Now, Charlamagne the God gassed up this joke so much that he even called it the most culturally relevant hip-hop joke to date.
How are you out hip-hopping the black comedians?
Yeah.
How
are you going to do that? How you going to make
brutal? How is he?
Don't let them do this to us, comedians. Don't let him do it to us.
Why y'all not giving Andrew no smoke on Club Shay Shay?
Stand united. Stand united.
How is he out hip-hopping the black comedians?
How?
Play the joke, Taylor. This is a perfectly executed cultural hip-hop joke.
Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys are holding on to your seat off the cliffs of your bed, waiting to hear this joke, waiting to hear this masterpiece, waiting to hear the Da Vinci Code get solved. Without further ado, let me present you the joke that Charlamagne the God feels is the most ruthless, brutal joke ever. It's the most culturally relevant hip-hop joke today. Here's the joke he's gassing up this much.
I got tired of the media trying to smear this great city. They're saying you're a bunch of fucking criminals, drug addicts, and pedophiles. That is not the whole city. That is a very small, specific section of the city. It's called Diddy's house. That is,
Allegedly.
Diddy go to jail, what's the over-under? Someone asked Shohei Ohtani. I know he got the... Those Japanese love gambling, bro. Or I believe they call it driving. But whatever, man.
Just everybody
This is the only reason I think he might be guilty. Every celebrity in LA has had their home robbed except Diddy. And I thought about it, it's like, bro, robbing Diddy is terrifying, because what if he's there? You break down the door, he's butt naked on the couch. Meek Mill sitting on his lap, just petting him like a Maltese cat. Meek Mill crying. Oh no, wait a minute. I thought you was finished.
The joke wasn't even unfunny. And that's like the bad part about this is that Charlamagne the God gasses up so much that when I finally heard the joke, I'm like, oh, okay, the joke is cool. Right? But here's the thing. I feel like Charlamagne the God is doing this. Like, he starts off every podcast nut-hugging Andrew Schulz because Charlamagne the God is going out of his way to try to prove that he's not hating on Andrew Schulz, which would, and the only people who do that are people who are hating, right? Like, Charlamagne the God recognizes that Andrew Schulz have somewhat surpassed him in the media space, or at least have equaled him in their peers now. And for him not to appear as a hater, he has to go out of his way to do this every podcast. But the only person who would think I have to compliment my homie this much not to appear as a hater is somebody who's secretly hating and trying to disguise their hatred with compliments, bro. It doesn't make sense whatsoever. But here's the really bad part about this. See, Charlamagne the God was complimenting a joke and gassing it up so much, and he didn't even understand the joke. And this the part that really pissed me off. is that Andrew Schulz is explaining the joke back, and Charlamagne the God has no idea what he's talking about.
Poor Meek, man.
Yo, you keep bringing Meek into it. What about Shohei Ohtani?
I don't even know who the fuck that was.
So that's why this.
I didn't know who that was.
So this is deep.
Okay.
This is deep cut. So Shohei Ohtani is the Japanese baseball player that got that like $700 million deal. He plays for the LA Dodgers, so he's LA.
Okay.
And he got in trouble because he said he paid his interpreter $4 million so his interpreter could pay off a debt.
Okay.
But people are like, why would your interpreter be able to rack up a $4 million debt? So they started to go, oh, this motherfucker's gambling. And then they changed the story to, my interpreter stole $4 million from me.
Oh,
so
okay.
he was
so that's the LA deep cut.
So yeah, so the joke,
got you.
It wasn't just Meek.
One of the crucial parts of the joke was the Diddy over-under of him going to jail, and it happened in LA, and Ohtani's gambling. Like Charlamagne the God pretended like this joke was the greatest joke ever, the most complex things ever, and he didn't even understand the fabric of the joke. So essentially, Charlamagne the God, like this is proof right here, bro, that Charlamagne the God was essentially just gassing up Andrew Schulz because he wanted to nut hug and come across as not a hater. And I don't understand why, bro. All right. Now, this was probably the least annoying thing. Another annoyingly recurring thing that takes place during the Brilliant Idiots nowadays is just outright bad jokes or jokes that doesn't make any sense. So Jerrod Carmichael got a reality TV show, and during that show, he had a conversation with Tyler where they speak about how Jerrod Carmichael told Tyler he had feelings for him. And Charlamagne the God and Andrew Schulz, I guess, reaction to that particular clip or the joke they try to make, they didn't even make sense. Like, you could try to digest it or try to figure out, like, where the joke came in. It just didn't make sense. But they both laughed as if the joke made sense.
I told you I had feelings for you, and we didn't talk about it ever. That was, like, weird. I don't know if it was just too awkward to talk about or too... I don't know. Like, it's just, like, I feel like you left me hanging out there a little bit, like when you said that, I think I replied with, like, something super mad, normal, regular, like... You laughed and called me stupid, bitch.
Yeah, Tyler's the man, yeah.
Man, you know what's so crazy about this? I remember one time.
How many times Jerrod gonna come out, yo?
How many times?
How many times can you come out,
man?
How many times can you come out?
How many times?
Now, listen, I enjoy the bashing and good fun and just as much as anybody, but the joke just ain't make no sense. Like, it wasn't even a moment where, like, Andrew Schulz said something witty and cool. No, it just didn't make no sense. What you mean come out? Like, he's not coming out, bro. Like he came out, he let us know that he was gay, and now he's on a reality TV show expressing feelings for his home. Like, it's not coming out. And it was odd too, because he said it, then he said it again, then he said it again, and then Charlamagne the God started to repeat what he was saying, and then they was treating this as if Andrew Schulz just said something really profound and super funny, when it wasn't. He didn't come out. Like, at all. Like he didn't even come out twice. I don't understand how you get come out from this. Now, what's worst about this too, right, is Charlamagne the God has a story for almost everything, right? So Charlamagne the God tells a story of when he was talking to Jerrod Carmichael about Tyler, the Creator, at the Breakfast Club.
There's a foot.
You know what's so crazy? Last time Jerrod did Breakfast Club, I don't know if it was the last time, but I just remember me and Jerrod talking. This is when we was in the old studio.
He came out.
But no, he was talking to me about how dope Tyler, the Creator was. And I think I missed the whole point of the conversation.
Oh, he was flirting.
I'm sitting there. Maybe I thought he was talking about rap when he was talking about something else.
Oh,
and I'm like, yeah, Tyler, the Creator is dope. And he's bigger than people even realize. You know what I mean? I was talking about him as an artist. He was just talking to me about Tyler, and has Tyler ever been up here?
You meet check Tyler in front of him, and he was like, I need that.
He was like, yo, has Tyler ever been on Breakfast Club? I'm like, nah, Tyler never been on Breakfast Club. And he was like, man, Tyler's dope, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, yeah, Tyler is dope, man. I said, and he's bigger than, people even realize. I don't know. I didn't know Jerrod was talking about something else.
We just hear Charlamagne the God tell a story where he tells Andrew Schulz that he's looking back right now thinking that Jerrod Carmichael may have been flirting with Tyler, the Creator, or trying to check up on Tyler, the Creator. But in the moment, he had no idea whatsoever. He thought Jerrod Carmichael was talking about strictly music and rap. It is now and after he knows that Jerrod Carmichael is gay, and after seeing this clip, this is when he feels like Jerrod Carmichael was flirting with Tyler, the Creator, or trying to, check up on him in terms of finding out, if he's single or not. Well, approximately 3 seconds later, when Andrew Schulz, I guess, was like looking at Charlamagne the guy like, is there more to the story? Like, why are you telling, like, this story ain't hitting, bro. Like, do you have more to this story? Then Charlamagne the God begins to make up more details about the story on the spot. It completely contradicts everything he said 3 seconds prior. Now, all of a sudden, Charlamagne the God knew that Jerrod Carmichael and Tyler, the Creator, was dating, and he thought they was dating when the conversation was happening. I mean, bro, just check it out, man.
But what happened?
What you mean?
When you said that sentence, what happened next?
I think I kind of realized after that fact of the conversation that, oh no, you talking about something else. And I think I realized that he had a crush on him. I thought they actually was dating back in the day, to be honest, but I guess not. If Tyler curved him. What did you...
It's as if they don't know that we're watching this podcast. Like, we are listening to you, right? And it's things like this that's annoying because it's an unnecessary lie. Like, he didn't need to make up this new, like, aspect of the story. He could have kept the story how it is, and it probably would have still fit or been good enough to, like, segue out of it, right? But for Charlamagne the God to say, yo, yeah, in retrospect, now that I'm seeing he's telling Tyler, the Creator this, it makes me think to that day he was asking me about Tyler, the Creator. Damn, maybe he did have a crush on Tyler, the Creator when he was asking me that. To go from that to, oh yeah, oh no, I knew they were dating. Oh yeah, bro, I knew he was flirting. Bro, it's 3 seconds apart, bro. Like, if you can at least keep the same lie story up for 3 seconds, bro, you shouldn't be podcasting, homie. All right? Now, another, annoyingly recurring thing that took place on this podcast, bro, is like, they speak on things they have no idea about. And before y'all say, duh, Flacco, that's the point of brilliant idiots, that's been a model from the very beginning. No. Right? That's the model for things like politics that we know they know nothing about. But if it's things they're presenting themselves as authorities in, such as sport, I would expect you, bro, to at least have a take that at least take one brain cell to contrive and think of. But if you're giving me brain dead takes that makes no sense, bro, I can't take you seriously, bro. And I can't watch you speak for 2 hours.
I think it was last year. I told you last year during the Final Four that women's college basketball is absolutely, positively one of the best things going today.
No, you called it.
I want to go on the record right now and say that I believe women's college basketball is more exciting than the NBA.
In what way?
In the fact that...
You would think that Charlamagne the God would respect us enough to give us a take that he at least had thought about. Charlamagne the God gave the hot take that women college basketball is more exciting than NBA basketball. And then, Andrew Schulz entertained the madness and said why. And Charlamagne the God says, I think so because... Usually when you have to repeat the question to yourself, bro, you are right now contriving and thinking of the bullshit in your head, bro. Right? At least respect us enough, bro, to where you're giving us a take, bro, especially a take that dumb, that you at least have a reason for it. Now, the reason that Charlamagne the God gave for why women college basketball is more exciting than the NBA is probably the dumbest thing I think I've heard on a podcast ever. No, again, I'm not... If you hear this take, you will understand, bro, I'm not exaggerating. Run it.
And the NBA is in this weird transition period where there should be a new face of the league, but it's not yet. Like LeBron James is LeBron James.
It's Ant
Steph
Edwards.
Curry is there. But the guys like Ant Edwards are still on the rise. I feel like
It's Ant Edwards.
Ja could own the league right now, but
Yeah, it's Ant Edwards, bro.
he can't put the guns down. You think Ant is the face of the league, though?
I think he will be.
Will be. And I think that's what makes it weird in the NBA.
He's remarkable. Have you seen him play?
He's phenomenal.
Unbelievable.
But I think that's what makes it strange. Like with college basketball, right? It's no doubt who the faces of college basketball are. Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese.
Flage's
on the rise. She's a sophomore, but she's there. But
yo, we have reached the depths of bottom barrel content. This is not even entertaining. Like, critiquing it isn't even fun no more, bruh. This man says that women's basketball got faces of college basketball, but the NBA don't have a face, bro. LeBron James has been the face of the NBA for the last 20 years. And once LeBron James go, it's going to be Steph. Once Steph leaves, it's going to be either Victor Wembanyama, Giannis, Ant-Man. Bro, like, for you to say the NBA game ain't exciting, but college basketball is, bro. And he listed off, like, Caitlin Clark's stats, like, oh, my God. Caitlin Clark had 32 points with 9 threes. Oh, my God. Bro, like, 32 points with 9 threes is like an average NBA night. Like, that's done on an average basis, bro. Like, you got to tap into, like, the Spurs games, bro, and see Victor Wembanyama going for quadruple doubles, homie. Like, like to say that Caitlin Clark knocking down 9 threes is more exciting than a 7'5" juggernaut putting up a quadruple double on a daily basis. To think that Caitlin Clark 32 points and 9 threes is more exciting than Devin Booker going for 70. Come on, bro. Okay. And he also made several points like the game is more defense, like women's basketball play more defense and is lower scoring games, bro. Is lower scoring games because the shot clock is 30 seconds and they play 40 minutes instead of 48 minutes. I don't know, bro. Like, but I realize I wasted my entire time right now even trying to like respond back to this or retort it, because it would only be like a minute or two afterwards where Charlamagne the God would prove that he knows nothing about basketball, where he questions that if any male basketball player have ever cried after a loss.
This is my only gripe with college basketball.
What?
I only have one.
What is it?
Which one you want to play first? This one?
This is two different points, right? This is Angel Reese delivering her emotional post-game interview following loss to Iowa. Flo J. Johnson comes to her defense. My only problem with not the WNBA, with women's college basketball is they cry after losses.
Yeah, they're the victim.
But they all do. Juju cried last night when she lost. Whenever the women lose, they cry. So it makes me wonder something.
What's that?
Do men really want to cry after they lose, but they don't?
We do cry after we lose sometimes.
What man have you seen cry after
You
a
haven't
loss?
seen him like in the Super Bowl on the ground crying like a little bitch?
No, but I'm talking about
LeBron.
What?
She said only LeBron.
What'd you say?
LeBron that be crying.
Whoa!
LeBron cry? I've never seen LeBron cry. I've never seen LeBron cry over a loss.
You look like
He only
LeBron's
bitching.
leg sleeve.
No, I'm talking about actual tears.
Let's go to Rise.
Kawhi, you are a man of few words, and you show little emotion.
And if this is not enough, you can just Google compilations of NBA players crying after a loss. And this is just one of the many reasons, bro, why I believe, bro, the Brand Idiots needs to step up, man. Because if things keep going this way, bro, I'm going to just stop watching completely. And it looks like Flagrant 2 right now is the better podcast. And it feels like Andrew Schulz does kind of save, the majority of his hot takes for Flagrant 2. I don't know. I may be, just thinking of things, right? But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think of this? And if you're still watching, click on the video somewhere on my screen, somewhere here, to find out how Meek Mill just burned another bridge with his most pathetic Twitter rant yet. Click on this video here to find out what I'm talking about. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.